Hi everyone, this is Ashley. So I'm going to start with talking about the gender-free baby articles. When it comes to gender reveal for parents, there's a lot of mixed feelings. As a mother myself, I was super excited to find out the gender of my baby, almost to the point where I was trying to go in too early, but luckily they were able to tell that he was a boy. It's an exciting bonding moment for both the parents, and it makes you feel even closer to your baby knowing the gender. So you can prepare for it, buy clothes for it, do your nursery for it, and bond with your significant other over it. According to the article by Bonnie Roachman, 66% of 18 to 34-year-olds said that they would choose to learn the baby's gender before they were born. Honestly, this number surprised me because I was thinking that it would be a lot higher, because I just from experience have seen most parents want to know the genders. So this surprised me a little bit. Both the articles lean towards thinking it was okay to keep child's genders to themselves. In all reality, though, this decision is completely up to those parents and what they decide that they want to do when it comes to being gender specific. A woman by the name of Heather Reel wrote, "These parents are turning their children into a bizarre lab experiment." I felt like this phrase was a bit dramatic, but I do think that the parents were being sort of selfish in using their kid to prove a point to society. Referring to your child as no gender or infant instead of making it personable to that child specifically is disheartening for the kid. According to our book, gene-environment correlation is viewed as driven by genetics, in that children's genetic makeup causes them to receive, evoke, or seek experiences that actualize their hereditary tendencies. So to me, this basically means that no matter what you as a parent try to do to raise them or making them gender free, hereditary traits and just the tendencies that the child is already born with are going to play a part in them becoming who they want to be, regardless of you trying to keep them gender free. I do not think it's possible to gender neutralize a child. You can try your hardest if that is your wish as a parent, but at some point that child, again, will associate with their gender and who they want to be. These children would feel confused if they were raised in a gender-neutral environment and can't be kept locked away from the world forever, in which they would see our society where male and female and the tendencies and roles that they play. These kids would be set up for bullying, which would mess with their minds even more. Boys and girls are not the same. Most boys tend to be drawn to games, trucks, Legos, playing sports, being outside, etc. Girls tend to lean towards Barbies, cooking, jewelry, things like that. Not to say that girls don't like to do certain activities that boys do and boys don't like to do certain activities that girls do. There's just a definite line between what boys and girls kind of are drawn to. The way that girls think are more emotional, and the way that boys think is kind of more laid back and not so much an emotional side, which has been, you've read plenty of articles on how that's scientifically proven. The way that the woman mind and the man mind work is different. The way that we're similar is how boys and girls interact and socialize with one another, and the caring response that we have for one another. So in the end, a kid will be the one to decide who they want to be and the gender that they want to associate with for themselves. And I don't think it's right to keep them from their natural birthright or gender. Thank you for listening.